Welcome to the Ballin' Podcast.
Oh, wow.
The ball is in our court.
Oh, wow.
Bro, you got to keep this in there.
If you can find that, that clip.
Yeah, no one's finding that, but
Actually, now I'm gonna cut all that out so then no one knows what you're talking about.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm gonna gatekeep the
I'm
millipede.
No one shall know but me
I am Pavan Inaganti.
and him.
And I'm here with...
The Eric Kiekeben.
What? How could you? Sammy Hoyt.
Yeah, honestly, guys, this is getting to
I'm
a point
Sammy
where,
Hoyt.
like, we actually don't know what to talk about. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest.
Please
It's
like,
July.
comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you
Sports
next.
is mid in July. There's literally nothing
So guys,
to talk about.
that's it for today. The ball is now in your court.
But we could be talking about, like, food, bro. Like, we could be talking about, like, anything else besides sports.
We already talked
right
about the
now.
days of the week. There's nothing else to
I'm
talk
telling you, you could get Pranav
Bro,
on here.
you know the TikToks I've been seeing recently? It's like the ones where like you have to like choose 5 sides out of like 10 like really popular sides, and like this guy just like he actually analyzes these sides. He's like you know what?
Mac and cheese.
Mozzarella sticks.
Ooh, that's
you know,
more
that's
of
a superstar.
I think mozzarella sticks is more of an appetizer in my opinion than a side. Let's be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I actually
a
agree with
thing.
that.
I would say about mac and cheese, good side.
You know a good one
side.
I saw recently? It was like well, there's obviously like the fast food ones. It'll be like ranking fast food fries or whatever.
Yeah, that's
And, like
sure.
that's lame.
That's
like they
pretty
did like a
common, though.
chips one recently.
Like just
Like it was just like chip flavors.
potato
It was
chips.
like
Okay.
and I think the flavors were like barbecue, sour cream and onion.
Depends.
This was actually in the top 3: barbecue and sour cream and onion.
Barbecue,
were in the top
I like
3.
barbecue.
I
Barbecue's
forget
my
what
one.
The other one was. Dang.
Lay's original.
Laser.
I just gotta go. Like that's a top 3 right there.
The cheddar
honestly.
Pringles, I like the cheddar Pringles. Maybe it's a cold take.
That's a cold take.
That's
for
a cold
me, at
take.
least.
That's-
I'm not a big fan of like cheddar. Yeah, no.
I'm not a big fan of Pringles. I'll say it right now. I'll say it proudly.
Interesting.
I'm not a big Pringles guy.
So you like Lay's original, but you don't like Pringles?
You know, Pringles, they don't, like, I don't know, they have some weird, like, they're just kind of bland.
Okay, but
They have a weird
Lay's are
taste.
sometimes too salty.
They
Pringles
are
is like,
very...
Pringles is like the right in between. I feel like it's not like powdery, but like at the same time it's like it's
No,
just
the
like,
Pringles
it's
are
just good.
the
It's just
Pringles are
solid.
kind of powdery. No, they kind of are.
Not really.
And
They're
no,
a
we're talking
little
about like the
bit, like
original,
a little.
like the original though.
No, the
Well, obviously
originals aren't.
not.
The originals aren't. If you
The
get the flavors,
originals
the
are
flavor,
good.
the flavoring on the like flavored ones are. I'll
but
give
they're
you that.
Like
I don't know.
to be honest, I'm not gonna eat like the other kinds of Pringles. Like I'm not really a fan. But like the original Pringles, those are probably my go-to potato chip.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
I
taking,
used to be a Lay's guy.
I'm taking barbecue Lay's.
Barbecue Lay's solos.
That's
fourth.
I can agree. That's
barbecue
number
Lay's
one.
solos.
In
I
four,
agree. I
easily.
agree. Doritos are not really it. I think.
Doritos like aren't chips. Like, oh, you want some chips with
tortilla
your
chips.
sandwich?
They're tortilla chips.
like
They're tortilla chips with flavoring on them. That's what they are. No, it's genuinely what they are.
but like they're not like
They're different. They're
They're-
they're,
they're
they're,
a little
they're in a different
special.
class.
Cheetos are not it too.
100%.
I think that's fair,
100%.
right?
Cheetos
you
are
like Cheetos?
Nah.
Cheetos are god awful.
I
I
just
can't do
didn't
Cheetos.
I
think
agree.
They
I
literally
agree.
make me gag, dude. I can't do Cheetos.
Okay, that might be a little.
That's
a bit of an overreaction. I
No,
think.
nope. They're so bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Just a reminder, guys, this is a sports podcast.
I was gonna steer us back in a second, but like I told you, we have nothing to talk about.
was fine with that.
The Cheeto is in your
You know
court.
what?
The
You
Cheeto
know-
is in your bag.
Oh, another one I saw was sports drinks. Like it was just like it was like Gatorade,
Go.
Body Armor.
Oh, fuck. No, that's Glacier Cherry.
Like it was like Gatorade, Body Armor. I forget what the third one was.
Prime in there.
No.
Did you
He
say-
took out Prime.
I was gonna say-
because it's too early for Prime.
Okay.
Prime
See-
hasn't been in the game for too long.
No, just-
It's
See,
like
like-
comparing like a rookie to
to a vet.
to a vet.
Yeah.
No,
You're
the
a rookie. I'm a vet.
The FDA is like investigating
But like
Prime.
the potential.
Did they
is there.
really?
Yeah, no, I saw a headline because of like dangerous amounts of caffeine.
Oh, that's for the energy drinks though. That's not for
The Prime energy drinks.
Yeah, the energy
Yes,
drinks.
Wait,
sorry.
Prime
yeah.
has
That's not the-
energy drinks?
Yeah. They came out with the energy drinks after.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't even drank
just
like the
the-
original Prime yet. So
I
like,
tried. It's okay. It's pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't take it over Gatorade or anything, but
No, yeah.
it's not better than Glacier Freeze Gatorade. But
I'm not a big
Oh
fan of
my
Powerade.
what?
Powerade's not that
No,
good.
Powerade's actually underrated. I'm not gonna lie. Powerade's good.
Powerade just the B tier Gatorade.
I don't
like,
know.
It's,
I don't
it's
know.
good.
I
I don't know if
never
I'd-
usually look for a Powerade though.
I don't
Yeah.
either, but like,
Yeah.
I don't.
If both are there, it's like it's
It's
Gatorade
like
100% of the
Gatorade,
time.
it's
Oh no, I
Gatorade
agree
or
with that,
body
but
armor for me.
I agree with that, but like,
And
that's
like
not.
I don't think there's ever like a situation though. Like most situations, I feel like I'm finding a Gatorade or a body armor. So like,
Actually, I'll do Powerade over body armor.
oh nah, I'll disagree on
I mean,
that.
okay,
Body
here's-
armor is like a little
here's-
too sweet.
Why is it? It's
I-
too sweet.
And their flavors are doing too much sometimes.
Here's my.
Like I don't
thing.
need
Wait,
the.
what's wrong with
you're-
doing too much?
I don't know, like strawberry kiwi, like it's doing too much. Like just give me like the red Gatorade. Like it's
What
so
if,
much-
That's interesting. I would not.
I don't think. I don't know the last time I've like gone out and looked for like Gatorade. Like I'll just have water.
I'll always have like a
Oh,
Gatorade pack
okay.
like around the house.
Of
or
course,
something.
water is above everything.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know if the last time I've like gone out to like look for like a Gatorade before.
I don't know. I
Not
always,
before,
I always
like-
just like have a Gatorade pack. So like
You get
if
the
I'm, like, I don't
Costco
know.
ones.
Yeah.
You get that big,
Usually,
the big ass
sometimes,
ones for
yeah.
like $24.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. That is true. That is true. No, that's a good one though.
There you go.
Sports drinks,
That's-
bro.
There you go.
The
We-
fast food stuff is self-explanatory.
We could
but, like,
be doing this.
we could legitimately. Be
We could
doing
genuinely
this.
do
We
this.
can make this a whole episode. If you guys want this as a whole episode, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
no one
actually,
No one comments on our
Just
episodes.
no one comment. I'll comment.
Exactly,
I,
so that's what happens.
I want it. I'll comment myself.
It literally won't happen.
I'll upvote. Anyway.
Upvote. What?
Upvote.
Is it Reddit? Is it Reddit? Wow.
Upvote. It's literally what? It's YouTube.
YouTube.
But you go on Reddit, bro.
But the ball on Reddit's so dead.
Ballin'
r/ballin.
r/ball and yeah.
What was I gonna talk? Oh yeah, you know what?
The
For a
podcast.
change,
Sammy,
though-
19M.
for a change though, I did want to talk about this. We haven't talked to NFL in quite a bit.
Oh.
And
Yes!
and usually I'm an NBA guy, and to be quite honest with you, I don't even look forward to NFL that much like he does. And like
like I do.
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of missing NFL, bro. I need that. But what I wanted to talk about was the top 10 quarterbacks. You know what? We'll just start off easy. Start off with top 10 quarterbacks.
We starting from 10 or we starting from
I say 10 to 1 would makes
10
it
to
better,
1?
right?
Okay. I would agree.
So, Sammy.
Yes.
I usually start with this guy, but I'll start with you this time.
You don't want to start with.
Sammy can do his top 10.
Did you not
and
want to
then-
start
You
with
know
what we had
what?
prepared for?
Actually, you know what? We will.
Eric. So no, Sammy can
Eric,
do his top
no,
10.
Eric, no, listen to this. Listen to this.
My challenge
We
will be
thought of
naming
this.
10 quarterbacks.
You know what? That's kind of funny because that's what we
That's
were
what we're gonna
thinking.
do.
But we'll throw a little twist.
Okay,
You have 30 seconds.
All right.
Oh.
Let me get the timer out. You have 30 seconds to name 10 quarterbacks.
Actually, I think I can.
In the
joking,
NFL.
but I think I can.
If you can't do this, we're gonna be kind of disappointed.
Current NFL quarterbacks. You got to name 10 in 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa,
Okay. Full name.
Justin Fields.
Okay.
Shit.
18
Is
seconds.
Matt Ryan still in the NFL?
No, he's not. He's
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
Ew.
Kyler Murray.
Okay.
And I said Russell Wilson.
No.
Geno Smith.
Yeah. Wait, is that
That's 9. Is that not 9?
No, I was kind
That was
of.
10. Okay.
He's literally counting on his fingers.
Yeah. 1 second. There's 1 second on the clock.
Second left.
There's 1 second on the clock.
Eric by 2.
Congratulations.
I'm sweating.
10 quarterbacks. Good and down. Down. At
Anyway.
the buzzer.
I'm exhausted.
1 second left.
Anyway.
Bro, we could have commentated that so much better.
No, that was great.
There's
What are you
no
talking
way.
about?
I think that's all I get.
I kind of want to do that again.
I think that's all.
But we'll
is it-
switch it to a different position. I'm not gonna lie. to
Ooh,
you.
I don't know if you can. Okay, I don't know if I don't.
You don't think so?
Is Matt Ryan
No,
still
but
in
he
the
plays
NFL?
fantasy. But he plays fantasy.
That's true. I don't know if he can. I don't know. We'll see.
I doubt it.
You know what? You didn't say Aaron Rodgers. First of all, I don't think.
Shit.
How is Russell Wilson this? Actually,
Did you say you didn't say Patrick Mahomes? Did you say Patrick Mahomes?
No, he
You
said
did?
Mahomes.
Okay,
It was the
okay.
third one he said. He said Burrow,
He said Burrow,
and then Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Wilson. That tells you've been on Instagram a lot,
The
bro.
best
It's
of
the
the best.
memes, bro.
The best of the best.
It's the memes.
Yeah.
It's the memes.
Yeah, the best of the best.
The best of.
I don't think you said Josh Allen either.
Oh yeah, I did.
You said Lamar.
I said
right?
Lamar. No, yeah, but then I said like Baker Mayfield to.
Yeah.
He didn't
You
say
said-
Herbert, did he?
No.
No, but I don't know if I would.
Herbert-
I would
Herbert-
not have expected him. To
I don't
say
know.
Herbert.
Herbert's a guy you see all the time on social media. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
but-
think
but-
of people
but-
you see a lot.
Yeah, because he's a social media quarterback.
Thank you, Nacho.
Thank you. Is it Emmanuel that said that?
Emmanuel Nacho.
Oh no, and I also
Emmanuel
didn't. I didn't say
Emmanuel Nacho.
Eagles guy.
Oh, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. I feel like he rose to
He's
stardom this
newer.
year. So
He's
like,
newer to
that's
the
fair.
spotlight, I feel like.
Matt Ryan.
Bro said Matt Ryan.
No,
and
see,
didn't
we're in
say,
this basement, and I was
Surprised he
thinking
didn't
of.
say like Tom Brady or something, but like I don't know. Like
Right.
everybody
Well,
knew about Brady's retirement.
Yeah, I know
guess.
that much.
Yeah,
but
I guess that's fair.
No, we're in this basement, so like the first thought that came to mind was the Matt Ryan incident.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why that clicked.
Wow.
Does anyone want to explain it, or
No.
should I explain it? Okay.
This might get cut out for all I know. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
No, this is a segment.
We gotta get the
We're
time.
playing a
somehow.
Madden game, all right? And
How many years ago do you think this was? 2, 3?
Matty Ice.
Maybe
it was like 3 years ago.
3 years ago?
It's a snow weather condition game, by the way. And this man scrambles with Matt Ryan for like how many yards?
Oh,
it was
like
like
80?
50
It was like
dude,
80. It was like- it was like 60
yards
to-
with
60
Matt
or 80
Ryan,
yards.
bro. Like, oh my, I was losing my mind.
That was the day the Bengals clinched number 1 seed or the number 1 draft pick, I believe. Was it not?
Yeah, because you were losing your mind.
I
listening
was.
to
That
was the
like,
same day.
I was
No, it was the same
right
day.
there.
We've
I
had
was
this
sitting right
conversation
there.
so many times.
I was sitting
He
right
was
there.
sitting right there,
losing my
losing
mind.
his mind.
No, I remember
Because
that picture. He was over.
The one time that
I think you were. Oh no, not that shirt. 'Cause that's
No,
shirt,
no,
bro.
this
But you were in an orange Bengals shirt.
I was wearing an orange. It was the it was my old Tiger shirt.
Yeah.
The
'Cause I-
1968
'cause
logo.
I
I thought that
remember-
was the same shirt for a second.
No,
Cause
yeah.
no, like the
This one was free.
Because we were, for some reason, you weren't like actually watching the game on your phone. You were listening.
Yeah, because
to
because it wasn't on TV. Because
Yeah, yeah,
where we
yeah.
were, it was the Browns game.
Oh, that's right. He was
So
listening.
I was
to it
listening
on
to the radio broadcast.
and he heard the Andy Dalton throw, which like if you can just like clip in right here, it would be perfect.
They score. I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yeah,
They
I'm
scored
gonna
like
do that.
16 points in like a minute and a half or something
no, yeah,
dumb.
it was like
It-
ridiculous.
The one
Oh,
time.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
And like listening
When
to
you
it
were
on
trying to
radio
lose.
was
And like they were
hilarious.
down like 16 like a minute left. I'm like, we've done it. We got
yeah,
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and then it went to overtime.
And then it went to overtime because Andy Dalton tried his best to keep us mediocre.
that was where the presser came out afterwards too. He's like, you're not a real fan if you're rooting for us to lose games or something like that.
That was the only game that I've ever rooted for. I've never genuinely rooted for the Bengals to lose more than that game.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
actually, I've never rooted for them to lose. Period. Other than that game.
Other than that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the year after that when they beat the Texans, week 16. For no because we were like 3-10 or whatever.
Yeah.
3-11. There's no point. It was just we're trying to get a draft spot. But we beat the Texans. Brandon Allen threw for like 350 yards. T. Higgins got a touchdown catch. Samaje Perine went off that game. I was happy. Then we got Jamar Chase because we got a lower draft pick. So,
It's fair. We'll get back to your 10 though.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
right.
completely forgot about that.
We did.
Yeah.
true.
We'll get back to your 10. Top
Alright.
10. You can go from 10 to 1.
I'll go from 10 to 1.
You can explain each one.
How
we're
many
not
of my
gonna run out of
quarterbacks will be
time.
on this list?
One of them will be the one I'm going to say right now, and that is your boy, Geno Smith at my number 10.
Too low. No, I'm playing.
Too
I'm
low?
playing. I'll rock with top 10 with Geno.
He really impressed me last season. He showed
It's been
he was,
only a year, so it's fair.
Yeah, I think his consistency over everything last season really impressed me. I think towards the beginning of the season, I was like, if he can continue at this rate that he's going with, how efficient he was playing, how many, he was throwing for big yards as well. And it wasn't even like a
High completion percentage.
high completion,
too.
high completion
Exactly.
percentage. He was up there with I think Burrow. I think he might have had a higher completion percentage than Burrow, who's been very good in that number in his career. But I thought going through like the beginning of the season, like week 4 or 5, I was like, if he can keep this up, then I think he can be a top 10 quarterback. He did keep it up, so he gets a spot in my top 10
That is
at
fair.
number 10.
That is fair.
I think he still has another step to take. I think he can get top 7 this season, especially with that roster the Seahawks are building
Yeah.
up there and
Upgrading
Seattle,
the skill position,
in
upgrading the offensive line
Lumen
talent.
Yeah,
Another year in the system. Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. Number 9.
Oh, you're still going? Okay. Number 9, I'm going with Tua Tagovailoa.
Interesting. I feel
Yes.
is that too low? Tua can play higher football, I feel like.
I think if you go through my top, if you go through my next 8, there will not be a player that you will pick over that you will pick Tua over.
You know what? We'll do it then. List your 8 that you have remaining, and then explain them one by one. Because I feel like I'll have discrepancies.
Okay. I'll do that. That's probably better.
That's probably better.
All right. So like I said, I have Geno Smith number 10, Tua number 9, number 8 I have Aaron Rodgers.
Oh hell no.
Number 7 I have Justin Herbert. Number 6 I have Trevor Lawrence. 5 Lamar Jackson. 4 Josh Allen. 3 Jalen Hurts. 2 Joe Burrow. 1 Patrick Mahomes.
Wait, who was that? Who was that? 7 and 6?
It was Herbert was 7, Trevor Lawrence was 6, and I switched those a couple times. I was flipping between those two.
Herbert and Lawrence. Whatever. Rodgers is too low for me. Obviously, I'm obviously a little bit biased towards Aaron Rodgers.
I figured I would have gotten.
I'm also a little bit biased because new situation.
Okay.
I think that's gonna help him out a lot. Not saying that LaFleur's system was not really good and the talent he had him was not that good. I just think a new situation can always be good, and I think he'll get back to that level of football that we saw not last year but the year before. Just that MVP level of football. Not saying he's gonna go out there and win another MVP, but I think he'll get back to that kind of football. So I think he's top 5 for me.
He's not top 5.
He's top 5 for me.
He's not above anyone in my top 5.
And you said your top 5 consisted of Mahomes, which is fair.
Mahomes, Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson at 5.
Interesting. I'd have Rodgers at 5, and that's only because still we have not seen the playoff success of Lamar Jackson yet, and that's
I'd argue that we haven't seen the playoff success of Aaron Rodgers in the last 5 years.
Not recently. We'll have to see this year. I feel like this is like a make or break season for Rodgers in terms of playoff success.
It is.
Which I hate to say, by the way, for a seasoned vet, a guy that's one of the most talented quarterbacks of all time, going to go down as an all-time great, but like we do got to see him go out there and actually.
He hasn't made it.
Get it done.
He's underperformed in the playoffs the last.
Compared to his regular season. I don't think he's actually that bad of a playoff performer.
I don't think he is either, but that's what I'm saying. He's underperformed.
Compared to his usual standards, yes.
Compared to his expectations, he's underperformed. That is a fact.
That is fair. No Dak. I've heard a lot of people say Dak.
No.
Yeah.
I've made a point to not have Dak.
I don't like Dak either.
Yeah, me neither.
You didn't name him.
Exactly.
Because he's not top 10.
I think Lamar's at 6.
Matt Ryan, though.
You can trust me. Matt Ryan, though.
I would probably go.
So you move Rodgers down or move Lamar down.
Rodgers up, Lamar down, and I'm a huge Lamar fan. Obviously, like I know you.
I would love to love Lamar, but I don't.
Obviously, with the divisional rivalry, but like
I can't. I would love to love him though.
I would probably go.
He's so fun to watch.
Mahomes. I would keep Burrow there.
I would expect you to.
Because no reason for Hurts to be above Burrow. I've seen a lot of people saying that, but
definitely no reason for Josh Allen to be above Burrow.
Yeah, no reason for that either.
No,
I see a lot of that too. But yeah, Mahomes, Burrow. You know, I'm a huge fan of Burrow.
Same.
Hurts. Allen, Rodgers, Lamar. I think Lawrence will be better than Herbert next year.
That's why I have him above. I have him above Herbert.
Because we'll talk about this later, especially when we start like digging into NFL stuff. But I think he'll be one of those people that will be in the MVP discussion next year.
I would agree.
And not because he can be an MVP level player, but because of the situation around him, the players they've added, and the schedule that they have. The schedule that they have is very lenient.
Very winnable.
It's very good for the level of team that they have. So that'll be interesting.
You got a good coach, a young core.
Very good coach.
Very good coach,
especially for a quarterback. But yeah, Lawrence, Herbert.
And Herbert's the same situation with, I guess, what you were talking about with Lamar. I have not seen Herbert win in big games. I guess you could say the Raiders game 2 seasons ago.
I gotta see him win playoff games, but
I gotta see him not choke a 27.
Here's the thing, though. I feel like people always want to blame Staley, which isn't a bad reason to blame. It's a perfectly good reason to blame their playoff game on Staley, but it's like Justin Herbert, like he did not play well in the second half.
No, he was very much like complacent.
You gotta at least play well situationally. Like, not saying you gotta go out there and put the monster second half that you had in the first half, but like, I don't know. So yeah, that's the reason I'd have Herbert there, and I'm a little biased towards Lawrence too. And then I'd agree with that bottom 2 actually. Tua
and Geno Smith.
Yeah, I think Tua.
I thought about putting Kirk Cousins in there. He's probably close. He's on the edge.
I like Kirk, but I'm gonna ride with my guy Gino. So
See, I don't see why you would put Tua and not consider Kirk Cousins.
because I saw Tua, if he was healthy, he would be in the MVP discussion. I don't know if we've ever said that about Kirk Cousins.
Regular season Kirk Cousins?
Not MVP level.
I wouldn't say he's MVP level. I wouldn't.
He's
I don't
played
know.
really well in the regular season though, but I don't think MVP level. Tua legitimately, if he got destroyed with those concussions, but when he played, he was very good.
I think first 4 weeks he was MVP level.
You think after that there was a drop off?
Beyond that, yeah.
We'll see this year too. Miami
First
has
3
a tougher
weeks,
schedule this year.
first 3 weeks, because week 4 wasn't very fair, because that was when he got the first
yeah,
concussion.
that's fair.
Also, no Kyler. What happened to Kyler?
I actually had him on my
That's a good
list.
point.
I had him on my list until I got here today, and I switched it. I switched Tua in.
Yeah, I've seen Kyler being underrated like crazy.
I have too.
I'd have Kyler at like right there, 11, 12. You can have anything in there.
Yeah, I just hope he can get back from.
But I gotta
injury.
see him. I gotta see him healthy again.
Yeah.
The situation. You gotta base situations when it comes to quarterback too.
He has not had a great.
And he has not had a great
hand.
situation.
He's not been dealt a
so-
great hand.
So we'll just have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a good thing. You know what? I would like to talk NFL at some point, which we will get into. Stay tuned. We will have that
I will
soon for you guys. I hope.
We?
I will make it. I will
You
make
gotta
it
be
happen.
honest,
myself.
man. You
No,
gotta
I'm
be there for more.
No, I'm
support,
playing. No,
bro.
I'll be there.
You gotta be there.
If I was here, do all this shit.
You made it through dark times.
Bro, you were able to make predictions. You were able to go out there and like
None
actually
of them
talk
were
about
right.
players. Well, mine weren't right either.
Actually, they were right.
say
You were
about you.
bragging about that one that was right further.
No,
than
that was the
all of
Celtics, and
ours.
then I ended up being wrong.
Well,
Yeah, like,
It was better than
What's
ours.
what's the difference between your Celtics pick and my Lakers pick?
Because yours was based off of like facts, and mine was a guess.
I mean, I guess.
Ooh.
or does he not guess?
Mm.
To guess or not to guess?
I guess we'll go back to NBA.
He guesses.
I guess we'll go back to NBA.
Son of a
I
bitch.
guess.
Where do we start?
Preseason.
Do we start with the in-season tournament? Oh my God, dude! I had this discussion with this guy, bro. I want to hear your thought on this. I know
What
you're not
discussion?
gonna have like a crazy like take on this because you don't really watch NFL, but he was comparing NBA Summer League to NFL preseason. In the sense that guys go
It's
out there,
one
it
of
doesn't
those.
really matter, and
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
like just honestly get your take on it, because like I don't remember exactly everything that you said.
well, no, it's just it is before the season, is it not?
Yes, it is. Before
And it is
season.
a chance for the young guys to show that they can make a team, is it not?
That's fair. That's fair. But I feel like.
But
in the
also, it doesn't
NFL
matter in the grand scheme of things.
I think it does, depending on the team that you are.
You mentioned the summer league championship. No one gives a shit about a summer like winning a championship in the summer league. No one cares.
I wasn't talking. You
I know.
You know what I was talking about.
No,
My point was this. My point was this, Eric. In terms of summer league, I agree. Like especially with like the way they cover it, which we were talking about. Is the way it. If we're talking the grand scheme of things, the summer league should be like this. If you're a young team, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Rockets, when you're looking at those kind of teams, you'd like to get your first and second years guys out there
Kai Jones.
because you'd like to see how those core players play together. The thing with young players is the steps before you contend is to get as many reps and mistakes out of the way as you can, as quick as possible. Because if you're a team, you want to contend as quickly as possible. You're not trying to rebuild forever, obviously. And so I feel like Summer League is an extension of, like actual game reps, giving a young core a chance to actually build cohesion, so then get those mistakes out of the way, and when the regular season comes around, you have a better chance of contending than you did before. What Sammy was saying was, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. And it ultimately is just game reps. So, like, why would it matter if a player plays well or doesn't play well?
I agree with that though.
And I agreed with him on that point, but my point was I didn't need to see how a young core of players can build cohesion. And I think that's what Summer League can be really helpful with.
So your guys' debate is not that they're not similar, NFL preseason and summer league. It's whether it matters in the grand
It
scheme
extended
of things.
into because
I think they're similar.
they're
right?
similar in the
I mean,
sense that it's
I don't know
a bunch of
NFL
games that doesn't matter.
preseason, but it's
Yeah.
a bunch of the young players getting chances at like
Or Matt Ryan.
chemistry or whatever.
Or just games that don't really matter. Yeah, but like that.
So
was
the
my
question
thought
is
on
whether
it.
it matters in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think
and
it matters.
is Summer League important in a sense?
It's important in a sense.
Like would you agree?
I would say the NFL preseason is important in a sense.
Like, it's relatively unimportant.
I don't think so.
Here's my thing. In the NFL, it's two different sports, right? Cohesion in the NBA matters a lot more than it does on the field in the NFL, correct?
Cohesion matters more in the NFL?
No. It matters more in the NBA than it does in the NFL. In terms of like how players play with each other.
I don't know.
Because it's harder to get cohesion in the NBA versus the NFL. Is that would you agree with that?
I don't know though. Because like we're talking a lot of things need to go right for a football play to work.
I would say the same for an NBA play.
I don't think so. I think the NBA you can usually see just a couple guys just going off. And you don't need to build crazy cohesion unless it's at the top.
I think we're talking about two different types of cohesion, though.
What type of cohesion are you talking about?
In the NBA, you're more or less working at the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're all involved in, like, breaking it down super simply. You're all involved in, like, it's like, I don't know, like pass, shoot. You're all doing the same stuff.
Oh, yeah.
In the NFL, you got a group that's blocking. You got a group that's running routes, receiving the ball. You got a quarterback that's throwing the ball. You got a running back that's, could run the ball or do anything. So I think it's between a bunch of groups working together or a bunch of individuals working together. And that's why I think it's different.
Yeah, that is fair. No, yeah, moving on to your point, though. Like, you were going to make a point.
What was my point? That was my point.
That was it? It was just the cohesion part?
I thought so. What was it? I don't know.
You were about to say something. I think I cut you off.
I don't know.
That's on me.
Fine.
But yeah, like, that's what we were talking about. In the grand scheme of things, I think Summer League is important, depending on the team that you are. And
I think it's important for the team, sure, but I also think it's just not hard to say that it's relatively unimportant compared to the NBA
in terms of
season.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I can agree with that.
And like that's not a problem.
I can agree with that.
But
no,
like, I'm not dissing on the Summer League.
NFL, I feel like
I'm not either. I just don't care.
No, I get what you mean.
I think we're all on the same page. Just like there's a lot of factors to it.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
No, I think what I was trying to say though, especially with NFL preseason, is like they go in there, they get a couple reps, but like you don't really care how teams like play overall in the preseason. Whereas if I was a young team in the NBA or a coach overseeing a young team, I'd be like, okay, they're improving. They're getting mistakes out of the way, and I'm seeing guys gel together that maybe I'm not seeing in practice. And you ultimately want to see them get better towards the end of the Summer League. And like that element isn't there in the NFL. That was my point.
When you talk about the position groups in the NFL, though, going back to that, would you not say it's the case for like a young group of like secondary players, like your cornerbacks, your nickelbacks, your safeties, all that? You think them being able to work together in the preseason doesn't mean as much as like a team gelling in the NBA?
I mean, I would flip that back on you. Do you actually like care how your secondary group does in the NFL preseason?
If you're a young team and you got spots to fill, yes, I do.
Interesting. Yeah, because I really...
As a fan of a team that's had to rebuild for many, many seasons, has rebuilt many, many times, I think it is important.
That's fair. I don't know. I never really thought about it that way.
But in terms of individual play,
I think it doesn't matter regardless.
No,
like we
neither
were making the
matters.
Wemby point. Because the way... This is what we were talking about. The media covers it in a bad way. They want to cover it like the individual from game to game actually matters in the Summer League, which it does not. Mm-hmm. If Wemby played bad both games, I would not care. If Wemby played good both games, I still would not care. Because here's the thing. What I want to see...
He didn't know what he was doing out there.
I was so blunt and honest. I loved it, bro.
Yeah.
But, no, like, he goes out there. He plays bad. He plays good, whatever. But you want to see the mistakes go away. You want him to not be repetitive in those mistakes. And like with a 2-game sample size, I saw him take good shots. Like you don't want to see bad habits form. And it's a 2-game sample size. Like I don't care how he plays, good or bad. If shots aren't falling, shots aren't falling. If shots fall, whatever. Exactly. You got to bring it over to the regular season.
And back to your point, like it matters for those players to get those mistakes out of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, like that's the only thing it matters for, and that's why I say it's relatively unimportant for the viewer, but it's important for those players and those teams.
I was thinking of like an example to bring up to you, like in terms of a young core. A couple years ago, Lakers had a very young team, and Lonzo, Kuzma,
Yeah.
Hart, Zubac, Ingram. Like, they had a very young team. And, like, seeing those guys gel together, we saw the Lonzo Kuzma connection before the regular season even happened. Like, we saw those guys play really well together in Summer League. And, like, that was when I was actually like, oh, wow, this is going to be a really good, like, solid duo that's going to work together. And then I saw that in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter? Does it matter how Kuzma played? Kuzma played really well in the tournament. Does it matter? No. If he didn't bring it over to the regular season, it doesn't matter. But it was good to see the core play well together. And it's kind of like maybe like just an extension of just seeing what they can do moving forward kind of thing. So, I don't know.
Going back to the players, though, as for, like, young guys that aren't, like, up to speed, I don't think the repetitive mistakes are really, like, that big of a deal anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm just saying.
Because ever since an individual came across my franchise in 2021, and everyone during the preseason said, oh, he can't catch a football.
Jamar Chase, yeah.
He can't do this. He can't catch. He's not going to be able to work. And then literally week 1 of the regular season, like 101 yards. And then that whole season, he proved everyone wrong. It's a learning curve. It's gonna happen, and I don't think that repetitive mistakes are really a big deal in the grand scheme of things. It's a whole different game in the NBA than it is in, like, college or in foreign leagues. I think you just gotta get up to speed, and I think it takes time. It takes a different amount of time for different players.
But here's what I'm saying though: like the media portrayed it wrong, and I think we
I
agreed
agree
on
with
this
you.
point. And the media portrayed it wrong, in the sense that they were hyping up, like how badly he was gonna play because of the drops.
Go to
and,
Brandon
like,
Miller too.
Complain about the ball too. Like,
Talk about Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
And his
Miller
fouls.
too.
And he's getting 6 points and 8 fouls. Which, by the way, I didn't know you can get 8 fouls in some league.
Here's the thing with
Miller
Miller
Some
too.
leagues
they're-
10.
No,
Is
no,
what?
No,
Yeah.
it is 10. It is 10.
I mean, that made me
Why?
learn
No,
that.
Eric,
That made me learn.
Eric,
I didn't know
I
that
saw it. I was like,
beforehand.
I thought I was like having a
here's the
dyslexic
thing,
moment
though.
where I like saw like
He
8.6
played.
fouls.
He played well in the game on Friday
Brandon Miller?
when they played
When
the
they played
Spurs. Like,
Brandon
he
Miller,
was
yeah, I
playing
saw
a lot
that. Yeah,
better,
yeah.
and no one wants to talk about it. The
That's
media's
what
already
I-
building their narratives. That's what's making me mad. They're building their narratives already. They're hyping up. You know, the Thompson twins played a little well, so they're hyping them up. They obviously hyped up Scoot when he played. They're obviously gonna hype up Wemby.
Obviously.
But no one wants
Imani
to talk about
Bates.
Brandon Miller.
He's so bad. He's trash.
He'll be a
His
solid.
brother's
He'll be a
trash.
solid
Pass
fit.
the
man.
This
ball.
brother's trash.
Everybody wants to hate right now, but I think he'll
'Cause
be a
he's
really
trash.
solid fit. I think he'll be a really solid fit.
I know I just said we can't judge people by the
There we go.
play in the summer league, but he is trash.
Did you watch him in college at all?
No, I just heard it from Blaine.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You watched
we,
it?
we we went to a game.
Went to a
but yeah,
game.
he played bad, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of Miami kids getting his head, and you just didn't
Yeah,
play
that's
well.
what told me he's not ready for the league. He let Pavan
He let a bunch of white kids and then like 2 brown kids just get in his head. And then,
at Miami University. I love the school. It's a great school, love and honor, baby. But like, let's be honest. If you're Imani Bates, don't listen to what Pavan has to say in the crowd. Play basketball.
oh my god. Oh, but yeah, like that's what I'm saying though. Like, they're already building their narratives, which I don't like at all.
Well, yeah.
But I guess it's the media. They always got to find something.
Same
to talk
thing was
about.
for Jamar.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say, weren't you also like, because you were mad about the Jamar draft
I
pick
was.
initially, so
Yeah.
when you saw the drops, you were kind of like,
I was, but now that's why I have a different perspective of preseason and like in general.
How much it actually
also, and how much it
matters.
actually matters, because
Yes.
I've seen that, and you can go back and it's like, okay, well, really, in the grand scheme of things,
it didn't really
it
matter
didn't
all that
matter
much. No.
because it's 3 games that he plays 5 snaps of each. What are you thinking about it?
I will say, the thing is,
I'm just making a point not to overreact.
no, I get what you mean.
We can analyze it, but I don't want to overreact.
I'm trying to think too. Like, imagine this: if we cut out all the post, like after they talked about the draft pick, and then the preseason, if we just cut all that out and just went Jamar Chase from college and Jamar Chase the first game, nobody would be
No
surprised.
difference.
Nobody would be surprised.
Hardly a difference.
Exactly. He's a dog in college.
Right, right, right.
He's a dog in the NFL.
Right, right, right. Right, right, right. Pomeranian.
What the heck?
Yow.
Ouch. He needed the stripes on the ball to see, so that's also why he couldn't catch the ball. Yeah, it's because he didn't have the stripes on it. He couldn't see
Yeah.
it. That's what they said.
Talked about the.
See the stupid shit the media says, bro. You see this?
Yeah.
Bro said he's like the ball is different because the one has stripes on it. And then when did it, the media's like he can't see the football because it doesn't have stripes on it. What?
Doesn't make any sense.
What kind of stupid crap is that?
Yeah. I don't know though. NBA also came out with an in-season tournament. Honestly, Eric, I'll start with you. Like, just like thoughts on it.
No, I already like briefly said this to you before, but like I'm just like, why? You know?
I like it.
I like it as well. It reminds me a lot of
Really?
like
I like the timing of it as well.
it's very much like, and I don't know if this is the inspiration for it, like what college does more or less, like with their invitationals.
Oh.
Because you got like I don't know a lot of them by like memory because I don't honestly pay attention to college basketball until like the new year, but it's like how college basketball has like invitationals where it's like I know Ohio State was in one with like Duke and like a couple of these like bigger schools. They go to like Maui or some shit and play in a tournament, and those count as regular season games, but they're also trying to compete to win win a tournament.
No, yeah. I think
That's what it reminded me of.
It'll be
fair.
interesting, I guess, but then like, what weight will these things hold? You know, like what if Chris Paul gets an in-season tournament? Like,
I'm not.
is that
I'm
is
not
that gonna like? Oh my God, he's a champion finally.
No, it's like I'm not thinking.
Like,
I'm not
what-
thinking about like
what is
actually
it?
winning the tournament or whatever. To me, if I'm a team, I'm going into it like it's another regular season game, but there's just a little bit more high stakes to it. That's all it is.
It's so the
And I
players
guess
will
that,
actually
like-
like get off their couch and play.
That's also true, but I'm
Yeah.
just thinking viewership wise, like
That could be something, yeah.
November is a time where I'm like, it's like a lot of people aren't in.
It will help viewership. I can't
having
deny
an
that.
in-season tournament because like
Yeah.
there's obviously that opening week.
Mhm.
I know a lot. Like I feel like you can speak more to it than I can because I watch NBA like throughout the whole season.
I
But
will.
like pretty much post trade deadline is always a good time when you get the most common viewer to come in and
yeah.
tune into NBA. But if you're
All-Star
talking
break
about
around there.
yeah, All-Star break is solid, but Christmas time is okay.
Yeah.
You get that viewership again.
But not NFL's
Opening-
got games on Christmas Day, so
op-
I don't watch NBA games on Christmas Day anymore.
That's fair. But like opening week with the NBA is always good.
Yeah.
But like that November time,
Yeah.
it's like
It's a
perfect
dead-
timing to
pretty dead
get the
period.
common viewer to be like, okay, you know,
Mhm.
in-season tournament.
It's something different. I think it's
Yeah.
it's something fresh and different. I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, if it doesn't work out, get rid of it in a year or two.
I don't think it'll ever be bad enough to the point where they
I don't
get
either.
rid
But
of
I'm
it.
saying, but somehow if it was, just get rid of it. Like
Yeah.
it's not like this
Yeah.
is like a big deal, really. If
that
makes-
would be funny if they got rid of it like after a couple years. And,
after
like,
Chris Paul won it, they got scuffed.
no,
Get this guy out of here.
No, they get rid of it, and then like our era is gonna be like the only people that would be like, oh yeah, way back when.
It would
There
be
was-
like
there was a small stint where there was an NBA Cup, and we're just like
NBA
explain-
Cup.
That's literally what it's called. It's called an NBA
I
Cup.
thought it was just the in-season tournament. I thought it was
No, like the thing that you win. Like the trophy
oh,
that
like
you
the
win.
trophy's the NBA,
NBA
Cup.
Cup.
Wow. The soccer in me loves that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like it.
It's like, you don't know, like the Premier League in England.
Yeah.
Has like the FA Cup, which is it's just a random ass trophy.
Yeah.
The Carabao Cup, which I don't even know if it's called that anymore. It's just like another random ass trophy. But like you can win those trophies. It means nothing, but like people get into it.
Interesting.
So I mean, it gets me excited.
That is fair.
It gets people into it.
Yeah. No, that's literally what it is in the grand scheme of thing. It's a win for us, and I don't think the players are ever gonna be mad.
They're
about
still
it.
playing 82 games.
They're
at the
still
end of the
playing
day,
the
so
same games, so
It doesn't really matter.
I will say one thing that does intrigue me about it is so like it's those group stages, and then it's basically like a World Cup format, right? So like
single elimination.
that
yeah.
final matchup is not necessarily East versus West team, right? So it could give us like a good preview of like who are really like the two best teams and like
in November.
yeah. So I mean,
Which
Pre-
honestly,
preview,
that doesn't
preview.
that doesn't,
Preview,
that
yeah,
doesn't
that's
really
fair.
tell you much. I
Preview.
don't think.
It doesn't tell you much, but at that point in time, yeah, I can agree
Yeah.
with that.
because there are definitely some years like this year where the conference finals were way better than the NBA finals,
I feel
and
like
so you could just
I'm gonna be
kind of see
completely honest.
what sort of teams what we're looking at, like
I feel like
regardless of East versus West.
in terms of the NBA, I always like the earlier rounds better than the actual NBA.
I agree
finals.
100%. I agree with that in any like tournament, like NCAA tournament. But my favorite like time in all of sports maybe is
Oh,
the first two rounds of the NCAA
first
tournament.
two rounds of.
I love
yeah.
wild card weekend. I love I mean, I love the first round or two of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. I think the thing is too, like, in
Stanley
terms
Cup.
of the NBA, you get like a lot of those like tight matchups in the semifinal round,
Mm-hmm.
and like I like those a lot more. So yeah.
Well, we saw it with like even like Golden State and the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Oh, the semifinal round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that's and go back to Golden State's first round matchup too.
We
against
got
the Kings.
really good semifinal matchups this year.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I guess I get your point. That would be good. That would be good for.
And also, I like seeing Furman beat Virginia. I love that too.
Exactly.
So much fun.
Oh,
Exactly.
my God.
I mean, March Madness is like an anomaly.
I
Like
had
the
UConn, though.
rest.
Huh?
I had UConn though.
You did have UConn winning it all.
No. I had.
Oh no, you had them in the final.
I had them in the
You
final,
had
and that's why I won the.
You had
bracket.
Virginia winning it all.
Because even though you had Virginia winning it all.
Guys, I do not watch college, bro. I promise you, I did not watch college.
It's so much fun though.
I do
Can we
not
please
watch
talk
college.
about college ball when it comes around?
Yeah. No, of course.
Let's go.
I'll probably watch college just for
No,
the
no,
sake
I
of
won't
talking
watch it.
about
I think we should just like do a bracket episode.
But-
just like fill out brackets,
well,
not
he's-
knowing anything.
No, yeah, I'd love to do that.
I'll go down to Miami for that.
No, yeah, we should definitely do that.
What should we do during spring break? I don't know.
No, yeah, just depending on when it falls, I guess, at
Yeah.
that point in time.
Yeah, I'll go
No,
down for
yeah,
that.
I'd definitely love to do that. No, the thing with college too is like obviously I'm more of an NBA guy, and like college does not mean much in terms of translating to the NBA, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Eric, I don't know what you think about this, but like high school low-key translates better than college, bro. In a sense.
And especially now that you're seeing so many
other,
more.
other than the heights of players, like yeah.
Obviously, like we're talking like players
yeah,
are
it's so
better in
fundamental.
college. The competitiveness is
Obviously,
better in
but I know I
college.
get what you're saying, like the pace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the,
a different. It's
the
a
pace,
different game.
the fluidity, the fact
I
that
love
you're
it,
not
though.
playing in a system and you're not boxed in a sense as a player, and you're able to do whatever you want. It's a little bit better in high school than I think in college.
people.
I agree.
So I don't know. That's why I don't watch college that much. Not
That's
for
why
the
the
fact that
one
it's
and
not
done.
exciting.
That's why the one and done rule should be gone again.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one.
You
Not now. Not now.
Why should it be kept?
I don't think players are. No, we've seen it not work with a lot of players before. Like we can think of the top guys, but in the grand scheme of things, a lot of high school players have failed in the NBA.
I think there's a
That's
conversation.
on them. That's on them.
I think there's a.
get better.
They gotta know if they're
Just
good
know
enough or
better.
not.
Just
If they
get better.
if they can gauge and say they're not good enough, go to college for a year.
There are a couple
I think-
players I'd be like if they didn't play in college. It's like
I think at some point it's worth it to have the conversation after, because you're seeing high school sports in general. I think get to a higher, especially basketball, getting at a higher and higher level, not close to the NBA, but like closer. I think to being able to take that step maybe a year earlier.
That's what we're talking about, just like the fluidity and the pace of it.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I don't-
I agree with you. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree with you.
Yeah.
the thing is though, like I've seen both sides of I've seen people talk both sides of it. I've seen Iman Shumpert make this point actually, where he doesn't actually watch college basketball or any of that because he thinks high school translates better.
Oh,
And
I
that's
saw
what-
that.
I
I've
was
seen
just
that.
about, I was like he's the only player I've seen that says that. And then on the flip side of things, I've seen a lot of like the older players like the Charles Barkleys and the Kenny Smith. They always talk about how players should play a couple of years of college, and like the one and done thing in college is not that great. Players should actually mature in college and handle the professionalism once they get to the NBA, and playing in college longer would actually help with that. But I don't know.
I just don't like. I'm not just go to the extremes. I just do like Zion when he went to Duke. It's like we all know he just like is there just because he has to be.
Yeah,
It's like he's gonna go there for a season and then he's gonna like just like leave. There's not really much of like a commitment necessarily made there. If that makes any sense.
It's not that I disagree with like Charles Barkley and them opinion, right?
Actually, Charles Barkley doesn't know about basketball.
He is the
Yeah, he picked the
basketball.
last
Whoa.
pick the last two champions, man. Pick the last two champions.
You
man.
guarantee it?
He's better than Stephen A. Stephen A. missed like how many
Well,
finals in a
that's
row?
a low bar.
Stephen A. missed out like how many finals in a row?
No, but like the one and done shouldn't like. I feel like it should be gone just because it shouldn't be there to limit the players that are good enough to go without it. If that makes sense.
Like Lonzo could have gone straight from Chino Hills to
Exactly, like they shouldn't have to be.
They were crazy in
The
high school.
NBA shouldn't have to be looking out for these high school players that think they're better than they are, and then go to the NBA. I mean, if they go to the NBA, that's like good enough. Majority of them wouldn't even get drafted, but like or go and become a bust, right? Unironically, like I said before, that's on them. Like,
I think in the grand
I
scheme
think
of
it's
things,
hard
they
to
don't.
say that though.
They don't want young guys in there that are gonna fail early because ultimately they could have played a year of college and they could have been good players in the NBA. We just never know.
And
It's
also
not like
could-
this is hurting the NBA.
And also, could you like see yourself like 2 years from now, like having the same mindset that you do now, like even in anything, like in general? Like you compared to you in like a year or two is a completely different person, whether you believe that or not. Like,
Yeah,
just the more not like you know more and you
like that could apply to anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is fair.
But my argument is it the NBA's job to look out for those people or not in terms of that? I don't know.
You you know what I'm gonna say, Eddie. You go home. You go. I don't want to get personal. Your wife, your kids.
The kids, they're dead.
What?
What? I killed them.
That's a joke question.
What kind of spin-off is that?
Oh my god.
It's a bad question, Eddie.
That's a bad question, Eddie.
Eric,
Eric,
your
Eric.
kids. They're in my basement.
What?
I don't want to get personal, Eric.
Michael Jordan played 15 years in the NBA.
I put your house for sale.
6 of them were championships. The other 9, what happened? They just go away?
Does that make failures?
Were that failures? No. Oh my god. What kind of spin-off?
That was a joke, Eric.
That's a bad joke.
That's a bad joke, Eric.
Bad joke.
Well, it might be true. Giannis. There are kids on here. You can't do that.
I can't believe we actually got a solid episode out of this.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? In terms of
debatable.
sports, it's not really a solid episode, but
We spent the first 10 minutes talking about potato chips.
no, it was a
that
good
was
talk
good.
though. It was
Oh,
good.
no,
That was
I'm
good.
not saying it was good. No. So, no, I wasn't saying it was
Sir,
bad.
I'm
Oh,
so
no,
sorry.
No, you know the other one that I saw?
Oh, here we go.
I
We're
don't know,
No,
back.
it was about cookies, bro. Like they were like, it was like
Cookies, okay.
like
I wanna actually ask this really quick, 'cause I got a
they had like
question.
the good ones in there. Like they had like snickerdoodles in there. Like it was like
Ooh,
snickerdoodle.
A good snickerdoodle is underrated.
Like he has
as
snickerdoodle in his top
hell.
5. Sugar, chocolate chip.
So what do you think about sugar cookies?
I love sugar cookies.
I love them.
I love sugar. You don't like sugar cookies?
No, I like them.
They're very polarizing. I feel like yeah, they
Well,
love
in
them or
terms
you
of
hate
top
them.
5. Would you have sugar cookie in your top 5?
Just like types of cookies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this dude had peanut
Yeah.
butter cookie.
Just peanut butter.
Yeah, like the peanut butter cookies or whatever. Which I'm not
Peanut
a
butter
peanut
chocolate
butter
chip.
guy.
Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies are good.
Well, he had it over white macadamia nut, and like I love white macadamia.
Nah, I
nut
don't.
cookies,
I'm not.
bro.
I'm not with
Underrated.
that. I'm
The,
not with
the
that.
ones from Subway, underrated.
Oh, that's right.
Underrated.
That's
Subway
right.
cookies in general are pretty good.
They're solid.
Like
I guess sugar cookies in my top 5. It's probably like 4 or 5.
It's up there though.
Like the chocolate chip was in there. I'm trying to think of
Just
the
'cause
other-
I can't think of a
oatmeal
lot of
raisin was
varieties.
obviously not in there.
No.
Thank you, Dan.
Right.
Dan Orlovsky said a hot oatmeal raisin is the best cookie ever.
That's crazy.
Woo!
No, Eric, he has some asinine food takes, bro.
Look, I'm not here to bash on
Smitty's
oatmeal
cute.
raisin
I am.
like
I
you.
am. I am.
No, no, no.
Like you.
Oatmeal raisins.
Oatmeal raisin. The
sucks,
Zoop oatmeal
dude.
raisin were not that
Sucks
bad.
so bad. It sucks. It sucks. It
No,
sucks.
Eric,
it sucks.
Eric, you want to hear something about this man's food takes, bro? He said the more flavor,
Dan,
the
not
worse
me.
the food gets. Second off, he eats cubed grilled chicken, like just on its own. He's like if I want like a little bit of flavor, I like dip it in ketchup or something.
What?
Bro,
How old
so-
is this man? 4? Like, what are we doing?
His palate stinks, dude. Dude.
We all know why.
Dude, oh my god. I hate to say it, but like still.
We all know why, and I'm not one to talk. Barbecue for me, I get sweet barbecue at Buffalo Wing, at
Dude,
at
it is,
B-Dubs.
no. You are no. Dan is different.
But like, come on.
oh
What are we
my
doing?
Dude.
You gotta bump it up to honey barbecue someday, man.
Honey barbecue's good too. Honey barbecue's good too. I like both. I like them both. I can't go higher than honey barbecue though.
Can't even go medium. It's crazy.
Is this food for thought
Or
or
thought
thought
for
for food?
Oh my god.
Are we just hungry? Is that what it is? We're
I'm
just
Zion
hungry?
Williamson. Now I'm hungry.
End it. end it.
That was a great.
You know what? This was a solid episode.
Great episode.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is probably how the episodes will be for like the next week or two.
I'm not arguing.
It's July. We don't really have much to talk about. We're just trying to get content out for you guys. But honestly, I gotta say this again, bro. You're here.
Tell him.
Like,
What are you doing?
comment, subscribe.
What are you doing?
Like you're right there.
You're like.
It's right there.
It's literally, if you're on your phone, it's like literally.
It's
like,
literally right
turn
there.
your phone to the side,
Exactly.
scroll down like 2 inches,
Exactly.
and then tap it.
It's like
And
2,
it's a
maybe 3
subscribe.
taps. Like, subscribe,
It's
and
a
then
subscribe
like
button.
the bell icon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good noties. But
If you feeling a little frisky, and hit that bell icon.
ding, 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 ding.
Feeling a little. Feeling a little.
Feel like a little snickerdoodle.
Yeah, I feel like a little sticker. If you're feeling like a white macadamia nut, you click that bell button.
But you know what? We'll wrap it up. But yeah, make sure to show us love because we love you guys too. And yeah, for this episode, peace.